Well, of course, with the launch of GB News, of Talk TV, the BBC licence fee just looks increasingly outdated and ridiculous. And we're now seeing a BBC having to put in place closures and jobs being slashed. Now, before I get specifically to what the BBC are doing, I'd just like to give the context of what British public opinion is on the BBC, because all too often people make sweeping statements that the British public support the BBC licence fee, when the independent research out there, the polling, shows that is far from the case. So this is all YouGov polling. It's all been done in May 2022, 19th of May of this year. 55% of the British public do not think the BBC is good value for money. When asked how the BBC should be funded, the most popular choice is advertising in commercial breaks. 34% of the public support that, and a further 15% say subscription, which is way more than, say, either the licence fee or funding the BBC through general taxation, God forbid. And when the British public are asked if the BBC licence fee is fair, 40% of the British public say it's very unfair, and a further 19% say the BBC licence fee is unfair. So that's 59% of the country who thinks that the BBC licence fee is unfair. Now, one of the reforms we've seen Nadine Dorries as Culture Secretary push for, and it's fair to say she's rattled a few cages already, is increasing working class representation. And Nadine Dorries is now pushing to promote equality of opportunity for people from working class backgrounds. And I think this target is actually pretty pitiful. Stipulation as part of the midterm review, including a 25% target to staff would be from lower socio-economic backgrounds. I think 25% is ridiculously low, really, when you think about it. And Press Gazette recently reported now that 80% of journalists come from elite backgrounds, that working class representation was found to actually be getting worse over time. Now, as someone from a working class background, I am very grateful to those of you who support my channel and watch my channel, so thank you very much for that. But again, I think that target is pretty uninspiring, isn't it? And I think the lack of working class representation in the media actually reflects why, in issue after issue, the media, especially the mainstream TV news media, does appear to be out of touch. But that's one of the reasons I'm so glad we've got alternatives now like Talk TV, GB News. But in terms of the BBC now shrinking, you've got, of course, one thing being cited is the licence fee freeze put in place by the government. But don't forget, and this is something that isn't talked about anywhere near as much, the BBC, I believe, is down about 1 million licence fees in 2 years. I think it went down 300,000 one year and a further 700,000 the next year. So the BBC is now shrinking, it seems to me. They're saying, and according to their own report, their new plans could mean up to 1,000 job losses, plans to stop airing CBBC and BBC4 as traditional broadcast channels. I mean, if any of you have ever watched any of those channels, let me know in the comments below. But it's looking at cuts of 200 million a year, prioritising digital. And as the Times report, it's a £1.4 billion funding gap that will also see the BBC's rolling news channel to be merged with BBC World News. Interesting to see here how rattled some are. A source quoted in the Times criticising that move, saying the BBC was ceding domestic continuous news to rivals like GB News. And it's interesting to see how some on the left sort of dismissed GB News and mocked it, and now seem a little bit rattled by the success GBN is having. So look, that's the latest on the BBC. Do you think the BBC licence fee should simply be abolished now? I certainly think that's something that would win a lot of support for the British government. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, guys. And as ever, if you want to support my channel, and it is optional, you can hit the thanks button to give a super thanks. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.